I've never had it easy in WWE. I've had injuries. I was released twice, and just when I had scratched and clawed my way to the top, my in-ring career was over. I could have sat at home, satisfied with what I accomplished, but I decided that's not how I wanted my story to end. I wanted to show myself, my family, and anyone who's gone through adversity in life that you need to take on whatever challenges you face and fight for your dreams.
Well, we might as well get on the Daniel Bryan bandwagon.
The Miracle Kid! The Miracle Kid! 77,000 chanting in unison. Yes, yes, yes.
Right after I graduated high school, I moved from Washington down to Texas to train at Shawn Michaels School. It wasn't too long after that I was signed by WWE. When I first got signed by WWE in 2000, I had no idea really what to expect. Most of the guys on TV had been wrestling for years and years, and at that point I'd only been wrestling for 6 months. Since I was still really new to all this, I was sent to hone my craft at WWE's developmental territory, which at the time was in Memphis. Luckily, William Regal was a trainer there, and he helped me out a lot. So with the WWE contract and Hall of Fame trainers, Bryan Danielson was on the fast track to success, right? No, not quite. I was released in 2001, the first time I was released by WWE. It was really hard actually because I really didn't know what to do. William Regal told me this is a chance to learn. This is a chance to go travel the world, find who you are as a wrestler and find who you are as a person. So I went back to the Indies and touring in Japan. But soon after that, in 2003, Bryan Danielson made his triumphant return to WWE. Well, sort of.
Bryan Danielson from Aberdeen, Washington.
I returned for some one-off matches on WWE's weekend shows, Sunday Night Heat and Velocity.
I like this kid. Look at that. Nice monkey flip. Well, you know, this Bryan Danielson is a very accomplished young man. We've seen him in the past, and he's very, very good.
I didn't really have a goal other than it was good exposure on TV. And one of these matches happened to be against a young up-and-comer named John Cena. Surely this would be my big break, right?
Welcome everybody to WWE Velocity. Michael Cole here alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. We kick things off with John Cena against a local competitor named Bryan Danielson.
I gotta say, Cole, I'm surprised Cena's not rapping at all tonight.
Well, that's because John Cena is focused. He's facing Brock Lesnar on SmackDown next week, and he's going to make an example of Bryan Danielson right here tonight.
Warm up the buses. This one's over.
Boom! What an uppercut.
Jarring.
Right to the back of the neck with the enziguri.
That's it. It's over. It's over. There's no coming back from that.
I think Cena is a little surprised by the offense of this relative unknown.
Cena's new attitude, man, made him overlook Danielson, but if he refocuses, he should easily take. He forces his way free.
Man, he just has so much resolve.
The human body can only absorb so much of that.
Back in control of Cena, right back to the arm. Great strategy, weaken the poor, powerful Cena by taking away one of his arms.
Bryan sticking to his wheelhouse, not taking any unnecessary risks here against John Cena.
Oh, just looking to control and neutralize the bigger man. Cena, though, back to his feet, and Bryan continues to work on the arm, but now Cena, test of strength, and you don't want to get into a power battle with John. Absolutely not. Cover here. And a kick out. And again, Cena powering Danielson down. Oh, look at this incredible core strength by Danielson. Cena cannot believe that he can't get Danielson's shoulders on the mat. Gonna try it again. Danielson able to come off. Sends Cena flying. Incredible sequence. Oh, man, Cena just took Danielson's head off.
As we say, sometimes there's no replacement for brute force.
I was never a fan of showboating, but there's a time and a place for it. Just ask Cena.
Bad spot for him to be in here, guys.
He's got to do something to get back in this thing.
Oh, man! John Cena is all fired up. John Cena with the offense.
What's coming next?
A back suplex. And the elbow drop hits.
Panic starting to set in for Cena. This could be a huge upset right here.
I'm seeing shades of Razor Ramon on Raw in 1993, guys. The high-flying nobody is about to beat one of WWE's best.
Cena is too distracted by Brock Lesnar on the horizon. He's got to focus on surviving this match.
He's making a statement here with this attack. Jeez, it's got to be over now. That strike definitely found its target, and he lands a hellacious uppercut. He got all that enziguri. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Quick thinking to avoid that one. Throwing caution to the wind on that one.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Guys, are we about to see a scrawny nerd beat John Cena here on Velocity?
It's ruthless aggression's revenge, Michael. I love it.
Now that's the type of move that sends a message to an opponent. Oh, bell clap. He's looking banged up here, guys.
And it looks like things are about to get even worse.
Oh, jeez.
Take all the wind out of you.
May have just closed the book on this one.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize? Well, John Cena's in a real bad spot.
Whoa, he works his way out.
A bit of a Houdini job right there.
Hits him with a headbutt. And Bryan Danielson, a quick cover. Real close, too close for comfort.
And the Cena Nation doing everything they can to keep John Cena in this match.
It's called the C Nation, Byron.
This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
If that doesn't end it, I don't know what will.
Absolutely.
For the pin and the win!
Yes!
He's got some fight left in him.
Way too early.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. He's putting pressure on that arm.
I don't know, is that enough to stop Cena?
Nicely done as he gets out of the submission.
Color me surprised, Mike.
If you're Bryan Danielson, what do you do at this point as he whips Cena across the ring?
Oh, Cena gets up a boot just in time.
And now John Cena looking to take over. Looking up. Oh, Bryan Danielson where he wants him. And here's the cover. And he got it. Cena with the win over Bryan Danielson.
Here is your winner, John
Valiant effort by
Cena.
Danielson, but Cena was just too much tonight.
A hard-fought victory tonight for Cena. Gotta be impressed with Cena tonight.
A lot of guys would have parlayed competitive matches on Heat and Velocity into being signed full-time to WWE, but that's not how things turned out. It's like my wife Bree likes to say. If anything was easy for me, I wouldn't be Daniel Bryan. But before I could become Daniel Bryan, I was Bryan Danielson. And as Bryan Danielson, I went on quite the run through the Indies. Over the course of 7 years, I won my first world championship and had some amazing matches against guys who went on to become major WWE superstars. Guys like Seth Rollins, Cesaro, all sorts of guys all over the place. A lot of hardcore fans even say these were some of the best matches of my career. Personally, I credit these matches and opponents for helping me build the foundation I would later need to make it as a WWE superstar. Fans on the indie scene weren't the only ones who took notice, because in 2010, WWE re-signed me and Daniel Bryan was officially born.
My name is Daniel Bryan. I've been wrestling all over the world, and finally, I have an opportunity here in the WWE.
Although much like childbirth, as I've heard from my wife, this was also a somewhat painful experience. I came back as part of NXT, which wasn't like the NXT that you know and love today. At the time, NXT was a reality show with rookies and pro mentors. Unfortunately, my pro was The Miz.
People will say that you're great, that you're a star, that you're ready for the WWE. Do you think you're ready?
Yes I do.
Well, one thing you have to learn about the WWE is you have to expect anything.
I guess in Miz's mind, beating a little bit of respect into his NXT rookie.
Believe it or not, we didn't get along very well back then either. I think the most ridiculous thing we had to do in NXT was the obstacle course. Okay, so you're gonna do the monkey bars. Then we go in the ring and juggle. Then you're gonna see how fast you can drink soda. Side note, it was actually supposed to be a hot dog eating contest. When they realized I was vegan and they didn't have any vegan hot dogs, they turned it into a soda drinking contest.
I didn't know vegans could drink soda.
Not drink it all.
I hadn't drank any soda in years. Think, watching that on TV, a grown man just drinking soda from a cup. That's it. Despite that, I did have the tremendous opportunity to show the WWE Universe what I was capable of when I got to face the World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho. I loved watching Chris Jericho from the time I was in high school, the stuff that he did in WCW, being able to go against the World Champion on NXT on the first show. Win, lose, or draw, that elevates you, and I was very thankful for that opportunity.
We're here on the inaugural episode of NXT. The World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho taking on the Miz's rookie, Daniel Bryan.
I've been looking forward to this main event. WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Well, Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be out on the biggest stage of his life, but that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take Miz's advice if he wants to survive here.
An impressive strike there.
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
That landed perfectly. Man, Chris Jericho, what offense. Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan. Offense like this is exactly how a competitor takes control of a match. I have to admit the NXT rookies have been fairly... He forces his way free.
Man, he just has so much resolve.
The flying forearm finds his target. Not where he wants to be right now.
Hey, he got himself into this mess.
He's got to get himself out of it now.
Clothesline over the top rope.
All the way to the floor.
Wow, that was some reversal by Daniel Bryan.
Returning to Daniel Bryan not wanting the Miz as his pro. I do see Bryan's point. Daniel has a career performing in the ring that is twice as long as The Miz.
But he hasn't been in the WWE, Byron. The Miz is well within his right as a pro, as a mentor, to show Daniel Bryan motivation through humiliation.
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe.
Daniel Bryan's on the attack.
Oh, man!
Despite all his actions from earlier tonight, I do have to respect the long journey Daniel Bryan's taken to finally make it to WWE.
Well, Bryan is an internet darling who's excited for this opportunity, but he had no idea he was going to be facing the World Heavyweight Champion out of the gate.
Oh boy, he is rolling. Executed perfectly.
Oh, and a beautiful leap. And Jericho pops the shoulder up.
It's going to take more than that.
No, he reverses it. There's no way that Jericho's going to lose to this guy.
Yeah, but the way this match is going, it's a real possibility.
Jericho, though, needs a breather, and he rolls out of the ring to try to do that.
Wise maneuver from a wily veteran.
I'm not sure if Jericho's going to get much rest time.
What's this guy doing? Daniel suicide dive right off the announce desk.
Looks like Bryan might have bounced off the announce desk himself.
I don't think Miz liked the fact that Bryan threw his body in harm's way, and I can't say I blame him. What's this guy thinking?
Daniel Bryan using his speed right there.
Hey, Daniel Bryan's looked all right at times in this match. I mean, he's been showing us why he's a world-renowned for his ground and pound attack.
World-renowned? What are you talking about? What world are you talking about? He's been on the independent scene. It's the first time he's ever been on television. This guy's a goof. Nobody comes back from this. Guys, you're getting ahead of yourself. You're gonna be some sort of boy. See, I told you. Oh, boy. This one's over now. Roll him into the walls of Jericho. Tap him out, Chris.
Bryan's trying to fight it.
Rolls through. What a counter by the technician, Dan.
Heel hook is in. Jericho's in trouble.
Jericho trying. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap?
He may have no choice.
He made it to the bottom rope.
You've got to be impressed, Michael, for what we're seeing from Daniel Bryan.
Did he win yet, Byron?
Daniel Bryan thinks he...
Oh, breaker!
You can't allow a veteran like Jericho any time to recover.
You're right, Corey. That was a rookie move. And now he's going to pay for it, Byron.
That very well may be the case, Michael.
This loser's going to lose again. Lion Tamer.
Can Bryan hold on?
Tap out, nerd.
You got your wish, Cole. Daniel Bryan fought valiantly, but just couldn't hang.
World Heavyweight Champion,
Yeah, this time,
Jericho.
experience was just too much for Daniel Bryan.
And listen, Miz has got to be so disappointed, and I don't blame him. Luck of the draw, Miz got this loser to be his protege, and now Miz a little bit of tough love here.
Tough love? Give me a break.
Tough love.
This is ridiculous.
Miz is obviously frustrated with his star pupil.
Oh, yeah, so you're frustrated, so that's okay. Now you can beat him up?
Yeah, start winning some matches, then you won't get beat up anymore.
Ridiculous.
You want disrespect me? Huh? I'm a champion.
Miz has lost his mind.
Lying on his back, looking at the lights again.
You would think a high-profile match with the World Heavyweight Champion would solidify my status in WWE, right? Nope. Just a few months later, I was released. For those of you keeping track at home, this was the second time I was released by WWE. I thought this time I might be done with WWE for good. But not long after my release, I returned at SummerSlam. When WWE called me, they said, hey, if you want to come back, that's for the main event of SummerSlam. Main eventing SummerSlam, it's just super cool. Old school pay-per-views still holds special meaning. Not long after SummerSlam, my strained relationship with The Miz picked up right where it left off.
Let me tell you something. I'm the pro. I am the talent.
The Miz is almost a perfect adversary for me because we are so polar opposite. The one thing I do respect about Miz, he works very, very hard.
You and me, U.S. Championship match. Yes or no? Yes.
We had our first match against each other at Night of Champions 2010 for the United States title.
Look at The Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart, he's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's the United States Champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's label lock.
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States Champion.
Miz was saving himself.
You two brought up that acrimonious relationship between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. Miz abused Bryan, and Bryan fought back, taking Miz's spot in the SummerSlam main event. And then his United States Championship just a month later.
After laying dormant for a few years, The Miz and Daniel Bryan's hatred resurfaced in the infamous Talking Smack segment. After Daniel Bryan returned to action and pulled strings to get The Miz moved to SmackDown Live, you know, this rivalry is far from over, even after 8 years.
Wow, what unbelievable action. Drop kick delivered with precision. Oh, man! Nicely done.
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
The damage has been done. Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show. Drop kick!
Great athleticism.
Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan. That packed a punch. From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries. Ooh, slam!
With authority.
His kick connects. No! Oh, man!
Daniel Bryan may only be 8 months into his WWE career, but this is a decade-long journey for Bryan that could lead to his first taste of WWE gold here at Night of Champions.
It was March of 2000 when Daniel Bryan made his debut on the independent scene under the wing of Shawn Michaels, and we might see Bryan make his first strides towards HBK-level success if he can defeat The Miz tonight.
Did you see how much air he got on that? We may be looking at a power bomb here.
That's exactly what it looks like to me, Cole.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. He goes for the cover. He kicks out before 3.
Still seems a little early. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Great offense by The Miz.
The majority of the WWE Universe here tonight is trying to will Daniel Bryan back into this matchup.
Or that's because a lot more people relate to Daniel Bryan than they do The Miz.
Relate to Daniel Bryan? How can he relate to a guy who doesn't own a TV or eat meat? I just cannot believe the disrespect The Miz had to endure at the hands of Daniel Bryan. All he wanted to do on NXT was help Bryan, and that vegan nerd never listened.
Whoa, disrespect? Disrespect? That The Miz slapped Daniel Bryan in the face on the very first episode of NXT. If I were ever to be on NXT, I'd never take that kind of abuse from my bro.
You on NXT?
You guys brought up Miz and Bryan's relationship on NXT. Obviously, Bryan can't learn any new moves from The Miz, but ironically, Bryan's hatred of The Miz did awaken the personality Miz said Bryan lacked.
He's moving like a man possessed. Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
The Miz with the offense.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Oh, shoulder breaker. I can't believe that Daniel Bryan, even as a champion, championship match here tonight. He basically quit NXT, becoming the first person eliminated. He is nothing more than a loser, like you, Saxton.
Well, I agree with the end there, Cole, but the elimination...
The Miz is looking to end this.
He's focusing on the face now. We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe.
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael.
That's it. The Miz just ended this.
We discussed Daniel Bryan's last place finish on NXT back when he was on that show. Boy, he's going for the pin. A scary attack on the neck here. Digging deep for a kick out.
You could think more than that.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Oh, he's such a tough target.
Nice job by The Miz.
This looks to be a barn burner, gentlemen. These two guys hate each other.
Corey, come on. The Miz is WWE's fastest rising star. And Daniel Bryan, he's a nerdy vegan. Bryan's got no chance here tonight.
Nicely done. What a match. Whoa, did you see what he just did? Incredible. When this guy's on, look out. Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show.
Whoa, down he goes.
That was impressive, Cole.
Michael may have ragged on Daniel Bryan's diet, but that quote-unquote nerdy vegan is WWE's most effective submission expert.
And Miz is as crafty as the day is long. That makes for a pretty interesting confrontation.
Putting it all on the line. Great offense by The Miz. Nice job by The Miz.
Going for the cover. You can't teach the type of tenacity we're witnessing here. Unreal.
Well, unfortunately, yes movements don't die that easily.
He lands the punch. Boom! Oh, what an elbow. Daniel Bryan, this is going to be big. And yes, Bryan may have just closed the book on this one.
And there it is, boys. But now, can Bryan make the most of this?
It may be a little early for Daniel Bryan to start celebrating.
6. 1.
Back in from the floor. Here we go. Back inside the ring. Whoa! Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan.
He's got him covered. 1. And it's The Miz able to stop the count.
I don't believe it. He refuses to lose.
Oh, man. Brings down his opponent, and here it is, Corey. The bell lock is in.
Wow, what a gritty performance.
Interesting decision here, Corey.
I don't know, I kind of like it. He clearly wants to inflict some more punishment.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Should be all over this.
I don't want to know what that feels like. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
And he hits a hellacious neck breaker.
This one is over.
That's it. The Miz just ended this.
Look at this. 1, 2. Digging deep for a kick out.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it.
Lightning fast reflexes. He's inflicting some serious pain here. Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
A savage elbow.
Well, what happens if the Miz comes up short here tonight against Daniel Bryan?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it, Byron?
It could be on the verge of occurring. Daniel Bryan from the top rope. Miz is in trouble.
Yeah, but look at the Miz fight back. What a warrior.
Great wherewithal from the Miz. Daniel Bryan hung out to dry.
Oh, no!
Just like that, the Miz has turned the tides in this matchup.
This is what I'm talking about. He goes for the cover. I don't know too many other guys that would have been able to kick out of that.
Still in it.
What a gutsy performance.
Submission specialist, Daniel Bryan.
The bell lock is in.
The title is slipping away here.
The Miz's chances just went from bad to worse. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Look at this, Miz.
Got him good with a neck breaker.
Just when you thought we were going to crown a new champion.
The Miz with the offense.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, what an up. He's not in a good spot here, guys.
He simply needs to find a way to regroup. That's how you make an impact.
He's looking banged up here, guys.
And it looks like things are about to get even worse.
Daniel Bryan offering some American and Japanese flavor right here.
Daniel Bryan is playing to the crowd when he should be taking care of business.
Near a count out here, Corey.
It would be a shame if this ends in a count out, Cole.
Back in the ring now. The human body can only absorb so much of that.
Uh-oh, Bryan looking for it.
The bell lock is in.
Can he finish him off here? You don't want to get locked into that move for a long time.
He did it! Daniel Bryan is U.S. champion!
No, it can't be.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Here is your winner and the new United States Champion, Daniel Bryan.
That was a fluke. The Miz slipped and Daniel Bryan somehow took advantage.
A long road for Daniel Bryan leads to the United States title.
You know, nothing made me happier than when I lock in Lucky 13 and make my opponents tap out.
And I'll tell you, the roof nearly blew off this place in Rosemont when the bell